What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the upcoming Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the Lundmark colorway. And make sure to stay tuned till the end of the video because I'm actually giving this pair away. The time has come once again for another Yeezy release, and to be honest, it doesn't really look that much different from all the other Yeezy releases, but that doesn't mean it's a bad looking sneaker. I actually think the Lundmark is one of the better Yeezy 350 colorways to drop. The Lundmark 350 is the third Yeezy colorway to release in the most recent regional release, and this colorway is specifically for the Americas. That's Canada, the United States, Mexico, and South America. And the Lundmark was originally slated to release with the other regional releases last month, but for whatever reason it got pushed back to this month on July 13th. Some good news about this release is that it comes in full family sizing, so no matter what your foot size is, you have a pair of Lundmarks that will fit. The word Lundmark is one of those kind of obscure words that you're never really going to use in normal conversation, and actually means an eroded crater on the far side of the moon. Never would have guessed. But that's what the colorway is called, and I guess it makes sense because it has some sort of gray, moonish colors. I've never seen the dark side of the moon, so I have no idea what color those are, but I would assume gray. But now that you know the name of this sneaker and sort of the reason behind this colorway, let's jump into the sneaker itself and find out what's going on with the Lundmark 350s. As you'd expect, the Lundmark 350 features an almost entirely prime knit upper, and as you've probably already noticed, it also has the same patterning as the static 350s. The colorway of this shoe is very similar to the statics, and like the statics, a majority of the upper is covered in sort of a light gray. But unlike the statics, the color in between the gray lines isn't white. It's just sort of an off-white. For reference, here's the Lundmark next to the static. They're pretty similar. The stitching down the center of the shoe remains the same except for the color, and you still have your rope laces that have 3M accents woven throughout. If you like 3M, there is of course a much more limited reflective version of the Lundmarks dropping on July 11th, and the only real difference is that the upper is just covered in 3M. Well, I guess the other difference is that if you're buying them for resale, you'll be paying about $600 more, but that's neither here nor there. Running along the lateral side of the shoe, you've got this semi-translucent plastic stripe that comes in sort of a light tan or brown color. And of course, one of the benefits to semi-translucent stripes on the side of shoes, or just semi-translucent accents in general, is that you can actually change the look of the shoe by just changing the color of your socks. So for example, if you wanted a neon green accent on the side of the shoe, just throw on a pair of neon green socks. Moving inside the shoe, you've got an off-white sock liner and of course your 3M accents on the heel. The insole of the sneaker also comes in that same sort of off-white color with the Adidas and Yeezy branding printed in sort of a tan brown. As for fit, the Lundmarks fit just like any other pair of 350 V2s, which is a tad small in my opinion, so I would definitely suggest going up half a size if you're planning to grab a pair of these for yourself. Then moving back on the sneaker, you've probably already noticed the biggest difference between this pair of 350s and previous pairs, and that's the omission of the pull tab on the heel. Instead of the pull tab, you've actually got this nice cream white line which kind of ends abruptly on the medial side, and while this line is still there when you have a pull tab on the shoe, it's a lot harder to notice, and I think this cleaner look is actually more pleasing to the eye. Then moving down on the sneaker, you get to this sort of cream or off-white colored rubber midsole panel, which is accented by this slightly darker outsole rubber that wraps up onto the heel. For the record, I still don't love this detail. It still looks like a mistake to me, but the 350 V2 has been out for so long, I've just kind of gotten used to it. Of course, as with every other 350 V2, you've got a full-length Boost midsole, which is encased inside this rubber and feels great underfoot. And then finally moving to the bottom of the sneaker, you've got more of that slightly darker outsole rubber. The standard 350 V2 Lundmark releases on July 13th for $220, and out of all the 350 V2 colorways that have released thus far, I'd place this somewhere in the high middle. It's definitely not a bad colorway, and it's really not an incredible colorway, but I think it's a solid addition to the 350 V2 lineup, and the omission of the pull tab kind of makes this sneaker stand out from all the other 350 V2s that have released over the last 6 months to a year. That being said, it is still a 350 V2, so you know exactly what you're getting with this shoe, and if you're looking for something new and exciting, this might not be the way to go. But with that being said, let's find out how you can win this exact pair of 350 V2 Lundmarks in a size 9. This giveaway runs from right now, Monday, July 8th until Monday, July 15th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on both Instagram and on Twitter at @RealSethFowler, and then comment where you're from in the comment section down below. And of course, all the links you need and the instructions to enter the giveaway are in the description below. But now I would love to know your thoughts on the 350 V2 Lundmarks and whether you're planning to grab a pair for yourself on July 13th. So make sure to leave those comments in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.